official. You already know what it is, man. For those of you that's tuned in, not much breaking news, of course. You know, the haters are still active. Rolly Romero and Isaac Cruz had their presser today, and it seems like it was pretty cordial. Rolly was talking some sense. He wasn't really talking that first round knockout that he was speaking on with Gervonta. He understands that this is gonna be a tough fight for him, and he should treat it as such. Now, however it turns out, that's him, you know. That's really him. But not too many people talking about it. But I'm looking forward to the fight. Also, Blair the Flair Cobbs. Shout out to Carlos, the first on deck in the building. What's good with it, brother? Blair the Flair Cobbs is signed with Don King, y'all. Now, we've seen in the past that Don King be putting his fighters in there with fighters. So I am absolutely anticipating Blair the Flair next fight, because he's been out the square circle for quite some time. So now that he's signed with Don King, his first opponent should be pretty damn good, you know. It should be a pretty damn, matchup, pretty good matchup. I saw that post on Blair. Yeah. Just to let y'all know, I am driving. So therefore, I'm trying to do my best with paying attention, because it is crazy traffic out here. You know what I'm saying? So, Blair the Flair signed with Don King. I hope it's a start where he can, elevate himself up and have that breakout fight, man. It would be good if he can get Alexis Rocha again. I don't know if he wants him again, but hopefully Don King can get him in there with Ennis. He was calling out Ennis for a good little bit before he lost that fight to Rocha. Maybe get in there with Ennis, since they're supposed to be independent. Don King Promotions, they should be able to make that fight with Ennis. You know what I'm saying? 50-50. Both fighters get paid $30,000 a piece, something like that. Well, I'm pretty sure Don King can get that fight. Championship matchup. He wanted Jerron Ennis for quite some time. Shout out to Arnold Brown in the building. What's good with it, brother? As far as the major fights goes, unfortunate. A lot of people are looking forward to the Frank Martin Gervonta Davis scrap. They're looking forward to that championship clash. But also, people are assuming that Ryan Garcia is tainting or polluting the waters, and maybe hindering Frank Martin from focusing 1,000%, because he need 1,000% to go in there and fight Gervonta. Maybe Ryan Garcia is not good for the atmosphere, but since you're under the same coach, that would be very difficult. At a gym, the best thing you can do is walk around with some earbuds or some headphones on. That's the best thing you can do. Frank Martin was working out with headphones on. Headphones is a non-verbal sign to leave me the F alone. If I hear you, I'm going to act like I don't hear you. If you keep on pestering me, I'll say, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Even though I heard you the whole time. But he has headphones on. He's trying to focus. And Ryan's going around like, hey, man, I just got a new pair of roller skates. You know what I'm saying? I want to, next time we go running, did you want to goddamn wear some roller skates and let's try to see, can we roller skate 8 miles? You know what I'm saying? No socks, man. You know, no pain, no gain. Ryan's just going around there talking and talking, bro. It's good to document this shit. But Ryan Garcia, don't document this and go in there and put that L in the nest again. You need to let Frank be Frank, lock in. He got a tough fight coming up. You have a tough fight coming up. So at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that are depending on Diddy James to get y'all properly prepared, y'all. You cannot go in here and blow this. You cannot go in here and blow this, man. You cannot go in here and blow this. Neither one of you. It's obviously Frank's biggest fight, right? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's Frank's biggest fight of his career. And arguably, this will be Ryan Garcia's second biggest fight of his career. You know what I'm saying? Because let's not get it twisted. Gervonta Davis is a big deal. He's a big name, pay-per-view. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not act like we don't know when the knowledge is available. You know what I'm saying? You have the storage capacity. This is Ryan's second biggest fight against Devin Haney. If he goes in here and drops it, Ryan need to call up the nearest Hollywood producer and tell them to make a boxing documentary on him and see if goddamn Michael B. Jordan can add him in a new Creed so he can just goddamn make his Hollywood debut, his acting debut. That's what he needs to do. Because we don't need him going up here and losing to the big names like that's what we want to see, and then he comes out like, oh, it was distractions. I didn't tell nobody. It was just too many distractions for me to really lock it in and to get ready for this fight. It's just too many distractions. No, you need to go in here and show us that you're capable of level changing there, Garcia. Frank Martin, I'm looking forward to see if he can go in there and have the fight of his life and show people, hey, I'm not just a hype job. I'm not just a boxer with a good physique, you know, a muscular physique. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just a fighter that's under man down promotions. We want to Frank, he acts like a grown fucking man. I ain't gonna lie. Frank Martin act like a grown man when he wants to. You know what I'm saying? The way he stepped and went over there by himself with Keyshawn and was talking his talk, you know, it's grown man shit. That ain't, hey fellas, what's gonna happen? We're gonna walk to the X in the middle of the dang lobby, and we're gonna act like we beefing. Now, everything you say, I want you to say it 5 times. Man, I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. No, bro. Frank just went over there and talked with Keyshawn, and that's the way it should be. No punches was exchanged. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Talk your shit, man. I like that. But now, you going in there with a fighter, I think that's a year younger than you are. And you need to show the people that you for real there, Frank. You need to show the people that you for real, big dog. I feel for you, bro. You know, I was definitely criticizing you for that. A little bit of, yeah, a little bit of. I was criticizing you for that shit, but that's in the past, Frank. I'm rooting for you and Tank to go in there and give, you know, the boxing fans a memorable clash. Nothing less than that shit. But unfortunately, I'm feeling some type of way. I'm like, man, you got Ryan Garcia who needs babysitting. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia, somebody needs to be in there. And where's Diddy James at? Is he just off camera? Is he over there scratching his goddamn peanut? You know what I'm saying? Is he scratching his peanut? Keep Ryan Garcia away from Errol Spence's fighter. Jesus Christ. This dude got too much shit going on, man. Diddy James got 2 big fights coming up in his gym. He should be keeping them fighters separated just based off what Ryan Garcia has going on in the general public. Keep him away from Frank Martin. Ryan goes in there and gets stopped or look bad. Frank goes in there. You know who they're going to blame? They're going to blame Ryan Garcia first. But then they're going to kind of couple that with Diddy James not really caring about the destruction they had in his gym. Almost to say that, you know, it was a paycheck for him. I be wanting to tell shit. Hey, Frank, tell him straight up. Hey, once we finish training, then we can chop it up. But when I'm shadow boxing, let me shadow box, man. You know what I'm saying? If you on goofy time and you want to just put, you know, medium effort into this shit, let me get to what I need to do. Let me cook. Then we can talk afterwards. Because I feel more satisfied that I went in there and got my workout in the right way. You know what I'm saying? I basically maximized what I wanted to do in fight camp. Then I'll chop it up after you. Chop it up with you after we work out. But those of you that was saying back in the day that I was hating on Ryan Garcia, what you got to say now? Look back in the catalog. Those of you that saying I was hating on Ryan Garcia, when I call him Ryan Lion Garcia, for those of you who say I was hating on him, how you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now? I just don't hate on a fighter. I mean, it's too much energy to hate on a person I don't know. You know what I'm saying? This is an instance where I might, you know, have some severe criticism if it's Chris Colbert. Because Chris Colbert, as a grown-ass man, I have to put this in there. And a father. And of course, a black man in society. You can tell by the shade of my skin. Yes, melanin. I was born that way. Wasn't no Sammy Sosa freaking cream right here. But anyway, you know, with Chris Colbert, I gave that man the utmost respect when he dropped through Atlanta. He was just so arrogant and disrespectful, dog. You know, people, you know, asking the question, he up there acting like you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? And then rah, 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 talk. And then freaking El Rayo put him in a sleep study. El Rayo put that man in a sleep study, y'all. He had Chris Colbert out there getting checked up to see if he had sleep apnea. They wanted to put him on the machine. What are y'all doing? This is why insurance is high down here. People don't know how to freaking drive, man. And these are just not, it didn't used to be this way. God damn. We got all these cats from NYC, Florida, North and South Carolina, Virginia. But, you know, Chris Colbert, man, he let El Rayo put him in a sleep study, bro. Why? How can you let somebody put you in a sleep study when you was talking all that smack? Anyway. We have a fight coming up this weekend. Shout out to Kid Austin, aka Floyd Schofield. This is another fighter who isn't under the radar, But when he's on the radar, he needs to stay on the radar. Meaning that he needs to go in there. He's not really fighting a big name right now, but he really needs to go in there and make an example out of his opponent the way he should be. So when he walks out the ring, you know, people are looking at him and talking about Raymond Ford like, hey man, dude is something serious. Hey, you know what I'm saying? They showing him love the way he's supposed to get that love. But Schofield goes into a fight, and then it's almost like none of the other fighters want to take him serious. The kid is mad talented. Well, I say the young man is mad talented. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody put out their workout videos like he do. But, you know, salute to his strength and conditioning coach. Them be some beast workouts, bro. You know what I'm saying? It'd be some beast workouts. And plus it provides more exposure for Schofield. But, you know, that's social media. Schofield need to get to the boxing community where when he goes in there and fight, people are talking about his fights after it. You know what I'm saying? He's still, you know, it's still that buzz in their ear like, hey, man, just, you know, they need to watch out for Kid Austin. That's what they need to work out. I like how his dad is adamant. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't do too much. I like all the you know, the fathers that's involved in their kids. That's a lot of freaking work, man. Coach Tucker, you know what I'm saying? And so you got Schofield Sr. You got Abdullah Mason's father. You got Bill Haney, of course. You know, can't forget about Russell Sr. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, rest in peace. even Rolly Romero, you know, his father. You know, you got Teofimo Lopez Sr. that's out there. And that's hard work. You know, these fathers out here training their kids, that's hard freaking work. Just think about your kid being in soccer or playing some type of recreational sport, how much time that takes. Then you want to talk about boxing. To me, unless your kid is good, like recreational sports, to me, don't come close to what you have to put in and sacrifice for boxing as a father-son, because your kid is in a full contact sport getting hit. And also you need to be a father. So whatever pain your child is going through, you're gonna pretty much experience that when you go and when you get home. You're gonna experience that shit. But just a little bit to let y'all know, yeah, Floyd Schofield is on deck this weekend. Looking forward to see him go in there once again and get it done. You know what I'm saying? Keep that undefeated record alive and well. Of course, Jahad Tucker is on his way back to the ring soon. Shout out to Team Tucker over there. I know there was certain people that didn't even know that on Pro Box, Nicholas Flass was who Jahad Tucker fought, and he wasn't able to get the victory on paper, right? And Flass went in there and did what he's supposed to do. He got the stoppage. You know what I'm saying? But he was fighting at welterweight. You know what I'm saying? He looked like a much smaller fighter, but he can box. But it's a reason why he moved his ass down from 154 to 147. You know? Well, unfortunately, sometimes when it comes to the trials and tribs, right, it's better to go through them early so you can learn instead of late, having never experienced them. And then when you have a time where people are saying, hey, so-and-so peaking, man, this is they you know, this is where they've been showing out. This is what we expect. This is when people expect you to maximize who you are as far as your talent when you get older. But yet, they're still saying, well, so-and-so haven't really faced no adversity yet. Well, you know, Jahad faced adversity in the first round against Nico Seknesvili. And then he faced adversity, you know, with that controversial decision loss. I believe all that was erased when he fought Francisco Varone, a top 5 middleweight, ranked middleweight. But yet, I'm going to say it and keep saying it. You can't not acknowledge this man as a top 10 prospect. You all need to ignore that list that Timothy Bradley got for whatever personal reason he has with the Tucker camp. Y'all need to ignore that, and when you see him over here on social media, say, how can you deny Jahad Tucker a top 10 prospect? How can you deny that shit? How can you be a hater like that? That man is clearly, if you want to talk about top 10 prospects, clearly should be in that group. Clearly. Translucent, transparent. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to that team, man. Shout out to that little killer, Jamali Tucker, $1 Million Molly. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole team, Coach Terry and Joe Daney. And of course, the News by Shaw News, man, doing an outstanding job. Hey, you know, it's been busy. Real talk, it's been busy. So I haven't been able to come on. You know, I'm taking care of family business and stuff like that. But I would try to read these comments, but I'm not trying to, with the way these people drive down here in the A, I'm not trying to freaking be in court. Well, Your Honor, I was just doing a live stream. I was trying to goddamn read comments from the listeners and the viewers. You know how that is, Your Honor. You got social media, right? I'm just switching back and forth, y'all. This is just talk. I see more and more people like really looking at that Ngannou fight, and more people, and they coming around. I'm serious. More and more people coming around, shawty. More and more people coming around. They keep on saying to themselves something just ain't right. When we're looking at the replay, I say something just ain't right. Hey, they looking at it and they saying to themselves, you know, they looking at Francis Ngannou MMA fights. They looking at that fight with freaking Fury, how aggressive he was, and then looking at Joshua, how non-aggressive he was. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's tough when your next fight, they might say, and in the blue corner, hailing out of the boxing dive team of the US of A, we bring to you Francis, the Predator Ngannou. I mean, that might be the freaking announcement. They might freaking recognize him as, you know, a member of the freaking dive team. Don't be mad at me, man. 20 million. Hey, 20 million, y'all. That shit'll get you sleepy. And Ngannou said, I felt a little sleepy warming up for Joshua. That's what Ngannou said. I felt a little sleepy. I'm trying to think, how would it feel to lay your head on 5 million? If I was laying my head on 5 million, I might get a little sleepy. You know what I'm saying? I might become a little fatigued. Seriously, if I was laying my head on 10 million, I can guarantee I will be a little bit nauseated. You know, it's a different type of nausea, though. It's like a euphoric nausea. It's like knowing that you putting your head on 15 million, goddamn it, and you just soaking in the glory. Finally, I got this money. This is what I always want. I want to be a millionaire, and it's here. 20 million. I can see myself snoring. Real talk. I can see myself snoring a little bit. Some drool. You know what I'm saying? Talking in my sleep. I'm going to the strip club. Nigga, I'm going to the strip club. Yes, sir. I'm going to the strip club for a little bit here and there. You know what I'm saying? Don't judge me, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I will be talking in my sleep just a little bit. And if it's any strays in the chat today, I hope you're enjoying the sunshine. I hope you are getting the vitamin D like you should. You know what I'm saying? Because definitely I have left some crumbs out for you. If you came over here hungry for negative energy, I have left those crumbs out for you. And if you pay attention, I left you some chocolate little chunks. You know, some soft serve doo-doo for your tasting pleasure, okay, for you haters. All right, but back to the 20 million. Francis Ngannou said when he was warming up, he was sweating, but he was sleepy. And I'm saying 20 million can definitely be a sleep aid, y'all. And too many people up here whining and defending Joshua. Defend Joshua all you want. I don't mind. Defend him all you want. Defend him all you want. But see, when I talk about the fight, I kept it Joshua and Ngannou, but y'all came over here. All you little kids from the middle school, you know what I'm saying, from the after school program, y'all want to make it seem like it's personal. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to keep it on Joshua and Ngannou, and y'all up here bringing up Wilder. Who's the hater? Wilder had nothing to do with this. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the champ, though. The champ is the champ. You know he was getting some millions. The champ might have been a little tired fight Joseph Parker too, knowing he's about to get some millions. I mean, hey, I want to know what that nausea feel like. Real talk. I want to know what it feel like to lay on some millions. I want to know how long my sleep will be. I just want to know how that feels. I want to know if it's somewhat like a Tempur-Pedic mattress where it's memory foam and stuff like that, and it just feels so comfortable. And I just want to know if that's the way $20 million feel. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm walking through public and all of a sudden I yawn. Let me go in here and rest in the goddamn Ferrari. Oh, my fault, the Lambo I bought the Lambo. My bag, I bought the Lambo. Shit. Just a little sleepy from them heated seats. Just a little sleepy. Shout out to everyone in the chat though, man. You know what I'm saying? They have some very good fights coming up for UFC 300, y'all. Oh my God, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be sick, man. It's gonna be sick. I'm gonna do a whole live stream on that. I'm not gonna get into it right now, but UFC 300 is gonna be the 4th of July, man. It is absolutely going to be a night of fireworks. Only the UFC can put cards on like this. It's a heavy freaking fight card. Heavy. Real talk. But those of you that watch UFC 299, you know that Sean O'Malley and Chito Rivera fought, right? Well, after the fight, Chito lost that fight. But once again, for those of you that may not watch MMA, let me explain something to you. He said that Sean O'Malley, you know, had a lot of gel, a lot of oil on his body. And that's been known to happen fighters get oiled up and everything, so it'd be much difficult for a fighter. Let's just say their strengths are, clinching and grappling or whatever. Submissions or whatever the case may be. It's been known that fighters will oil themselves up pretty good. So when they start to perspire, they're very slippery. And Chito Rivera was saying that Sean O'Malley had a lot of oil on him. So, in so many words, he was trying to say that he kind of cheated. But he got outstruck. So let's take away the clinch game. It didn't really exist. But let's talk about the striking. And Sean O'Malley was able to use that very, very effectively against Chito Rivera. So Chito's going to have to just take this as, chalk it up as a loss. Because the first time they fought, he won because of injury. But this time, it was definitive. You know what I'm saying? It was the definitive win. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. So if Sean O'Malley was freaking oiled up, he was oiled up. They have to do something about that. They have to make sure these fighters are not oiled up. So when a fighter try to grab him, it's like trying to handle a fish with gloves on. You know what I'm saying? That needs to be taken care of, because he's not the only one that's did it before. But y'all hit the like button. I know y'all cheat me out of likes. I can have like 1 million in the building, right? And only like 15 likes. I'm thinking if it's 1 million people tuned in, then goddamn, why do I only have 40 likes? Why? What's going on? Where's the hate? Y'all don't support. Hey, y'all don't support veterans? Y'all don't support veterans? Why y'all hating on a vet? You know what I'm saying? They want me to, hey, they'll tell me all the time. I got the ones that appreciate and keep it real and support the channel, and then the others, it's like, man, you've been doing this, your channel should be bigger. Hey, listen. You worried about something that's none of your concern. You know what I'm saying? For real, it's just certain things that's none of your concern, man. Like, I didn't come on here to be the top-notch channel ever. Y'all see what's going on with TikTok. Hey, YouTube might be next, nigga. You better hope they don't change up TikTok. Boy, a lot of y'all gonna goddamn be out here. Hey, I'm gonna see you doing cartwheels down this sidewalk. I'm gonna be like, oh shit. Hey, I got $1. Go ahead, do a double backflip. Yeah, double backflip. You know what I'm saying? No hands, goddammit, no hands. A lot of you gonna be out here goddamn panhandling. I'm gonna be like, hey, do freaking 50 straight burpees. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what type of shape you in out here. Let me see you shadow boxing traffic. Come on, I got $1. Shadow boxing traffic. Go ahead. Shadow boxing traffic. That's what I want to see. Hey man, if they shut down TikTok in the US, man, these people just go in their house off the street, leave the door wide freaking open. Hey, you know it ain't nice. They just walk in the house, leave the door wide open, man. Hey, how was your day? Let some fresh air in the house. Dude, your house is right off the main road. Let some fresh air in the house, Nice sunny day outside. Oh my God, beautiful weather. We're gonna leave that door wide open so all that spring air can come in here, and pollen. You know what I'm saying? And pollen can come in here. But y'all better hope they don't change anything for YouTube anytime soon. You know what I'm saying, people? They talking about put some restrictions on that. And China, it's been said long time. I don't do TikTok. But they said they was just, collecting people's information and all that shit, right? But now it's getting bad. They trying to put it out there that, hey, it might be banned in the U.S. if they don't release, if they don't have allow the U.S. to have some type of control over it or whatever. Just imagine if YouTube goes through that same. Look, if YouTube shut down for 3 to 4 months, I'm talking about really, you couldn't get no monetization or nothing. So many people, boy, oh my God. They wouldn't know what to do. That's when you would see an influx of individuals coming on here and talking about, hey, you donate a nickel today, I can stay in the room at the Red Roof. Just give me a nickel a day, it'll be okay. Man, YouTube got dudes giving up their careers. They know what close to retirement. They in their 40s and 50s already. And they say, you know what, if I can do this shit, if I can do this shit from home, I'm just gonna make it a full-time job. Forget everything else. I'm just gonna go full-time YouTube. And people have to understand when they say that people are making all this money. There's expenses that you have to include. You know, it's according to who you are. Healthcare, first and foremost, healthcare, as if you choose to. Dental, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, daily expenses. You know, shit like that. Daily expenses like car insurance, food, mortgage, home insurance, property tax. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Those all deductions that have to be taken care of, y'all. Those are mandatory deductions, y'all. But y'all hold it down. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to read all the comments at all because I'm driving. But we should do this again later. I'm out. Peace. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game. I'm out.